Hello guys, this is your code friend and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So first of all, I would like to apologize to all of you because for the last 3 or 4 months I could not upload videos because of some personal urgency as well as workload. So for that I'm really sorry. From now onwards I will try to upload videos on a regular basis. So as promised in my previous videos, I'm going to start uploading videos on data analytics and data science using Python. So I'm going to start that journey with this playlist itself. Through this playlist, I'm going to make you guys familiar with Pandas. So if you want to work in data analytics and data science related roles using Python, Pandas is a mandatory skill. So if you just go to an interview and if you say that I have worked in data science using Python, but I have never used Pandas, that probably doesn't make sense. So with that being said, let's start our beautiful journey of learning Pandas. So Pandas is something with which we almost do all the data retrieval, data manipulation, data cleansing, data wrangling and whatnot. So all the data manipulation related things in Python is basically done using Pandas. So as mentioned in the slide, it's a mandatory skill for data analysis and data manipulation. So what is Pandas? Pandas is an open source library of Python. It's built on top of NumPy library. It is a Python package that offers various data structures and operations for analyzing and manipulating data. Pandas is fast and it is a high performance library. So the first point is Pandas is an open source library. So what do we mean by open source? An open source library is something the source code of which is openly available, that is anyone can go to their official repository and can see or download their source code, and even you can modify their source code if you find a bug in their source code, or if you want to suggest some improvement, you can modify their code and raise a pull request. So that is the power of an open source library. It is not only openly available to everyone, but also it gives you the option of adding your own enhancement or own features. So Pandas is such a library in Python. It's built on top of NumPy library. NumPy is another very powerful library in Python. NumPy stands for numerical Python. If you want to work with matrices and vectors, and if you want to do those things very fast, so you have to fall back to this library, and that is NumPy. So Pandas is something that is built on top of this NumPy library, which itself is very fast. So you can imagine, as Pandas is built on top of NumPy, Pandas is expected to be very fast as well, right? So it is a Python package that offers various data structures and operations for analyzing and manipulating data. The most commonly used data structure in Pandas is data frame. You can load the data, you can read the data from an Excel file, a CSV file, some database like SQL Server, MySQL, even from a JSON. And when you load that data, you have to load that data in a Python object, right? So the Python object in which you load your data is called the data frame, and this data frame object or data frame data structure is offered by this Pandas library. So we are going to, if you don't understand all of this, just don't worry at all. I'm going to make you guys familiar with all of these things as we progress through our playlist. So as I have just already mentioned, Pandas is fast and it is a very high performance library. So with these points being said, I would like to conclude my introduction of this playlist, and I'm pretty sure that all of you guys are very much excited to learn this library called Pandas. So without wasting any more time, let's get started on this exciting journey of learning Pandas.